So today I wanted to talk about minimalism. I became a minimalist after I inherited a bunch of stuff from my mom, and I decided that it was too much to keep because I wasn't going to use it. So why not give it away to someone that can actually get some use out of it? But after going through things upon things and packing boxes upon boxes, I thought I was finally done. I had reached the point of minimalism. I only had the things that I needed, and I had the things I was gonna use. That basically just said the same thing. But me, knowing me, I took it too far. I wanted to go to the extreme, and I was taking it to the extreme until I realized that, like I said, I was going too far with it. Having a set of forks and other cutlery turned into me only wanting 4 forks and 4 knives and 4 spoons, but that's not what minimalism is about. Minimalism is supposed to add value to your life by taking away the things that don't add value to your life. Minimalism is there for you to give away things that you're no longer using so other people can use them and get value out of them. It's there for you to clear out your closet from all those clothes that you're not using, and clearing out your kitchen from all those pans that you're not using and other stuff like that. It's supposed to be a stress reliever because you have less things, which means it's less to deal with. Minimalism helps because now instead of walking into your room and it being messy with clothes all over the place, you walk into a nice clean room. Everything is put away, nice and neatly, and there's some organization going on. That's what minimalism is supposed to do. Minimalism is a tool that can be used to help free you from the chains, I guess. It can help free you from debt. It can help free you from spending money unnecessarily. It can help free you from the toxic consumerist culture that we've created with 2-day shipping and free returns. I sound like I'm trying to sell minimalism to you, but stick with me here. And let me be clear, I'm not saying that spending money is bad and you have to save every penny and you're a terrible person if you shop on Amazon or anything like that. But I feel like if you're stressed out, a very helpful thing that you can do is optimize your environment. Jordan Peterson says that the first step in trying to change your life is to clean your room. A messy room doesn't just mean the room is messy, it can also mess with your mental clarity. Like I said, when you go in your room and it's clean and organized, you feel good. So then because you feel good, you can take the next step in doing whatever it is that you have to do. Maybe it's to have a healthy meal, maybe it's to take a shower, I don't know. But optimizing your environment is the first step in having mental clarity. But there is one dark side of minimalism that, I was kind of finding myself drifting towards, and that's the fact that I wanted everything to be perfect, which wasn't possible. I told myself that if I had 4 spoons and 4 knives and 4 forks, that my kitchen situation would finally be perfect. If I got these 3 matching tables from Walmart, then my living room would be perfect. If I replaced my old chair that my cat scratched up, it would finally be perfect. But perfection is an illusion. See my video on that up here. Your house will never be perfect. You'll always find a nicer, more fitting table. You'll always find a better looking lamp than the one you already have. But if you're always buying something to replace another thing, then that's not minimalism. You're just contributing to all the consumerism that's plaguing society right now. Minimalism isn't supposed to be stressful. It's supposed to make you content with what you have. Another thing that minimalism gets a bad, kind of rep for is the amount of things you have. A common misconception about minimalism is that you have to have a certain amount of things, but it's like a certain amount of things according to who? The minimalism police? Like, there is no number. It's not like the threshold for being a minimalist is 100 things, and then if you have 101, then you're not a minimalist. It doesn't work that way. Minimalism is, like I said, a tool to get rid of excess things from your life so you can focus on what actually matters. Remember that minimalism has a different definition for different people. My neighbor could classify themselves as a minimalist, but they could have 6 jackets because they like to own those jackets and those jackets bring them joy, or it makes them feel confident when they wear those jackets. Whereas with me, I have 2 jackets. I have my winter jacket, and then I have this gray bomber jacket that I've had for years and years at this point. We both say we're minimalists, but by different definitions. The person that owns 36 things isn't any more of a minimalist than the person with 3 kids and a car and a house. There is no one set of rules you have to follow. It's not a cult. Speaking of a cult though, people often associate minimalists as snobby people that look down on people with a lot of things, and I can't speak for everyone, but I mean, I'm not like that. Like I always say, life is about choices. If you want to collect vintage spoons or blankets, you do you. If those things help you enjoy life and you feel satisfied with, having those things, then I'm glad, and I want you to collect those things. My collection items just happen to be cameras and lenses and camera gear, so that's where minimalism goes out the window for me. I'm not gonna say you're not a minimalist because all the walls in your house have pictures on them and you don't sit on the floor and you don't have one fork and one spoon and one bowl and one plate, because that's just not sustainable. I'm a minimalist because, like I said, I like living a stress-free life. I don't have many dishes, I don't have much clothes. It doesn't take me long to clean the house. Everything is in order right now. I'm gonna tell you a very quick story before I end the video. So my girl and I were at Costco and we were walking down the aisles because, when you have to go to Costco, you have to walk down all the aisles to see what they have. Anyway, we came across this set of dishes that was on the shelf. And I looked at it and I picked it up because I wanted to replace my plates that were already in perfect condition. There were no chips or scratches or nothing on them, but I still wanted to replace them. So I put the new set of dishes in the cart and we walked. And I got to the end of the aisle and I took out the dishes and I put them back, because that's not what minimalism is. That would have been wasting money. That would have been a stupid move because my plates were perfectly fine. And looking back now, I can confidently say that that decision I made was one of my better ones. But without getting too dramatic, I think at the end of the day, minimalism is a good thing. It helps you get rid of things to hopefully donate to other people and not just throw away, so someone can get some use out of the thing that you're no longer using. And I feel like it alleviates pressure and stress from your life. Because I just feel like the more things you have, the more things you have to worry about and upkeep. And if you're not using the thing, then just give it away. And not to mention, if you ever move, it makes moving a hell of a lot easier. Bottom line, if you already consider yourself a minimalist, I hope this video touched on some points that you can resonate with. And if you're not a minimalist, or if you're on the edge, give it a shot and see if it works for you. Remember that there is no formula for minimalism. There's no magic number of things that you need to own to be considered a minimalist. It's one of those things where you choose what to keep and what not to keep, and you go at your own pace. I became a minimalist 3 years ago, and I'm still giving things away to this day. So don't feel pressured to have your house finished by the end of the year, unless that's a goal you want to set for yourself. Either way, it's a never-ending process, but I hope this video inspires you to try and learn to live with less. And as always, thanks for watching.